Content is king. I know a lot of you real estate photographers out there are telling your clients that content is king and that they need to get in front of the camera a lot more, work on branding, and stay consistent on social media. Well, this goes the same for you too. And a lot of people are confused on what exactly we should be posting as photographers ourselves. It's not just a picture of a house. It's not just a picture of a newly remodeled bathroom. You also need to be recording content for yourself too. And in this video, I'm going to go over the types of content that you can do and how you can provide more value to your clients and stand out from the competition. So the first type of content that you're going to want to try and make is educational style content. Now for us, we've done stuff like teaching agents what a floor plan is, what a Zillow 3D tour is, and it gets to become a little bit redundant where you're like, okay, I made that video already. I've made the one about Zillow. Now what do I do? Well, we have taken a different approach and we just try to provide value to anyone watching, no matter if it's in Florida where we're located or across the country. So we came up with the idea of real estate video topics of the week. We're on like episode 12 right now or something, but we do 3 topics every single week where we give value and we don't ask for anything in return. We don't always give away all the answers for this. Well, we might know them because we are kind of in this industry. We leave it to the real estate professionals who actually know what they're talking about to actually give that information. We just guide them with the topic idea. This content has done very well for us. A lot of people save it and a lot of people send it. And we have clients that come into our studio and actually pull up the videos that we make and they say, I loved your 3 topics this week. I want to make all of those. Another great type of content for you is storytelling. There's so many stories that we tell agents that they have going on in their life and we say, hey, bring those stories to life in a video. And we do the same exact thing. We have seen some crazy stuff. So we take this opportunity and we turn it into a video, and that is what resonates with people a lot more. And it also shows social proof that you're in the industry and that you do this for a living and people will trust you even more. For example, there was a video that we filmed and we were talking about a success story with an agent where within 3 days of the home hitting the market, the house sold without a single in-person showing. We made a video on this, touching about the importance of digital marketing. Years and years ago, the best way to sell a house was to take a photo on it, get it developed, and then post it to your local newspaper on a Sunday. We shouted out the agent, shared the success story, and made some great relationships from it. The next type of content that we make is videos of the houses themselves. We shoot a lot of horizontal videos still for our agents. They seem to love it. We love doing it, and we're glad that people are still ordering that. So a lot of times we'll take that horizontal footage and we will chop it up in a vertical format, adding some split screening to make it work better for social media. And sometimes we will also send this to the client if they're long-term and we feel like they need it. It's a total freebie for them. We don't always do that, but if the scenario plays out right and it makes sense, we go ahead and do that. The fourth kind of content that we share are quick tours. Now, these are natively shot vertical. We do it with our iPhones, actually. I have an iPhone 14 Pro Max. It shoots 4K 60. We throw it on a DJI Osmo 5 and it performs insanely well. The auto exposure going from room to room or outside to inside is truly incredible. And the smoothness of the gimbal, it is so good that I prefer to use it over my Ronin S. In the beginning, when we started offering this service, we would just do it for houses for free without an agent asking us. That way we can get it under our portfolio and work it out. And I'll be making another video in the future to kind of go over that, but I have posted a TikTok that did fairly well. And a lot of people are asking about the transitions and how to speed ramp properly. So that definitely is a video that I will make in the future talking about that. But it is a great addition for realtors to post on social media. They seem to love it. We love making it. It only takes about 5 minutes, sometimes 10, 15 if you have to plan out a route or if there's people in the house and you have to work around them. It all just depends, but it is a great video for their social media and also for yours. And going back to the phone gimbal, that's actually content idea number 5. We always like to provide as much value as possible to our clients, even if it's someone who doesn't work with us and they don't use us to create their listing videos. We at least want to provide them with some sort of value so they can take it away from us, save our videos, boost our post, and then one day down the line, when they want someone more professional to come in for a higher end listing, they're gonna call you. So as you're posting stuff for them to get better, they will appreciate you giving them this information for free. Obviously, if they're good at it, they might be good at it, but there is a lot of back-end editing work that goes into this. So if they can figure that out, great. If not, then they'll call you. Another example of providing as much value as possible is a video we made about the Instagram templates. As many of you know, you can easily go on Instagram, click the template option and take some video clips on your phone, nice and wide, throw that together and make a nice looking reel of the property with that. So we went ahead and banked on that, taught our agents how to do that themselves so that they don't always necessarily have to pay hundreds of dollars for us to come in and do it. That's not always the case and it's not always needed. So if we can provide them as much value as possible, then it will always come back to you when they need you for something else. And then finally, for content idea number 6, it's going to be podcast clips. We actually have a podcast. It's hosted by Alex here at Coastal Luxury Image. And we talk to the highest level leaders in our industry. So we bring in the top producers, people who have scaled big businesses in our local area, and we just invite them onto the podcast so that they are able to see our studio, they are able to meet us, and we're able to have a conversation with them for like 30, 40 minutes, which is something that you never would have been able to do without the addition of having a podcast available. And this is really great, not just for the full-length podcast, but the clips. If you can get some great clips of you and them going back and forth on some great topics, you can actually post those to your Instagram or share them with them. Or you could even invite them to be a collaborator on the post. That way, multiple people from their platforms and your platform are going to see it, and they're going to comment, engage, and you'll probably get a ton of new followers that way, and a lot of people will start to recognize your face. On top of all this content creation idea, I also wanted to touch briefly on stories. We always like to post at least 6 stories a day. It's good to like separate them out a little bit. So like 2 in the morning, 2 around midday, and 2 at night. And you pretty much just want to show your daily life. You want to show behind the scenes of things going on. It needs to be a little bit more humane, where it's uncut, there's no editing going on, and it's just you. It's your team. It's showing everything that you're doing, and people are like, wow, that's cool, or you're sharing other people's posts that you're creating for them. So that's what we use stories for. And like I said, we try to hit that around 6 times a day. It just shows that you're involved in the community. And you don't really want to take too many breaks from this. I know it's difficult at first to keep doing it. And you have to constantly remind yourself, oh, let me grab a story. Let me grab a story. Over and over again, we were forgetting. And it just starts to become a habit after a while where you just know, all right, let me get a story of this. Let me get behind the scenes of this. And it's also really nice to tag your agents in your story as well, because then that gives them the opportunity to share it to their story, where if they're not tagged, they can't share it. That's all I have for this video, guys. I hope you got some value out of it, and I hope that you can now provide some more value to your clients and grow your business even bigger. If you guys have any questions about this, or if you do any sort of content that is different than what we do, I would love to hear about it in the comments. And as always, like and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video. See ya.